आपके कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से भक्ति भक्ति किसा विचार भक्ति जमा dévotion non et d'un autre mot pour bhakti de participation bhakti का नाम है सेल côté d'un des côtés là et dans une participation aussi non si bien ये सब का संकेत मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है।
मेरा आपके कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है।
मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है।
मेरा आपके कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है।
करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है।
करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है।
करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है।
करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है।
फिर आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। सतवार के बिना ही मेरे नाम चल रहे हैं। सतवार के बिना ही मेरे नाम चल रहे हैं। हैरान है जमाना मंजिल भी मिल रही है। हैरान है जमाना मंजिल भी मिल रही है। करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी सब काम हो रहा है। करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी सब काम हो रहा है। करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी सब काम हो रहा है। करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी सब काम हो रहा है। चलते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। चलते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से मेरा अपने कृपा से तुम पास हो जो मेरे किस चीज की कमी है। तुम पास हो जो मेरे किस चीज की कमी है। किस चीज की अब दरकार तेरा साथ से गुलाम कुर्बान हो रहा। तेरा साथ से गुलाम कुर्बान हो रहा। चलते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा। आपके कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। आपके कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मैं तो नहीं हूँ काबिल तेरा पार कैसे पाऊं। मैं तो तेरा पार कैसे पाऊं। टूटी हुई वाणी से गुणगान कैसे गाऊं। टूटी हुई वाणी से गुणगान कैसे गाऊं। तेरी प्रेरणा से ही सब ये कमाल हो रहा है। तेरी प्रेरणा से ही सब ये कमाल हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। तूफान है दिलों में तूने मुझको थामा। तूफान है दिलों में तूने मुझको थामा। तुम कृष्ण बन के आए मैं जब बना सुदामा। तुम कृष्ण बन के आए मैं जब बना सुदामा। तेरा करम से मुझ पर सारे अमरा है। तेरा करम से मुझ पर सारा अमरा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी बंधन और प्राण थे बचाए। बांधे थे उसके बंधन और प्राण थे बचाए। हर हाल में भगत का, हर हाल में भगत का सम्मान हो रहा है। हर हाल में भगत का सम्मान हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मुझे हर कदम कदम पर तूने दिया सहारा। हर कदम कदम पर तूने दिया सहारा। मेरी जिंदगी बदल दी तूने करके इशारा। मेरी जिंदगी बदल दी तूने करके इशारा। एहसान पे तेरा ये एहसान हो रहा है। एहसान पे तेरा ये एहसान हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। सब काम हो रहा है। सब काम हो रहा है। मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा Jai Gurudev everyone. In this bhajan, what does it remind us of? It's so beautifully explaining when you are surrendered, no? When you have surrendered to Him, Who is taking care of you? You know, we believe in so many things. No? We believe in our work. We believe in the taxi driver. Yes or no? You have to believe in the taxi driver, otherwise how would you reach your destination? We believe in so many things, so we have that faith that we will reach our destination. That is all through our belief. But beyond that, who is doing everything? No? It is Bhagavan which is doing everything. How many things that we have in our mind, yes, we want to achieve something, we want to do something, but it doesn't happen. Everything is planned in a very meticulous way from your side. But yet, the result doesn't come the way you want. That's why in the Gita, Bhagavan Krishna said to Arjuna, do your dharma, but leave the rest to me. He said clearly, you have the capacity to do only things which you are able to do. But beyond that, do you know the result of everything that you do? No, you don't know anything. That is in His hand. You can give your maximum only, but the rest is only in His hand. But what we do is opposite. We have so many desires, we want it to be fulfilled, we give our best, and then it doesn't happen. What is our attitude? We are angry. We become miserable. We are unhappy. But we don't have clear management of our life itself. We don't have clear management of what we want to achieve. And then we want to achieve. We are celebrating the 9 days which will lead to the birth of Lord Rama. No? Bhagavan Sri Ram is a very enigmatic figure, actually. To comprehend him, we can look at firstly the story of Ram, which I guess all of you know the story of Ram. Yes or no? You have seen Ramayana from Ramanand Sagar. You have heard in the temple the priest telling you about Ramayana. No? Yes or no? But what is Ramayana? Ramayana, the word Ramayana itself, what it is? Anybody? Vijay Ramayana. Ramayana kitisa. Kisa Vijay Ramayana. Anybody please? Tatuni kiti Ramayana. Huh? Sorry? The descent of God? No, that's not Ramayana. Huh? The story of Rama. Yeah, well, we can say it is the story of Rama, but actually Ramayana means the glory of Ram. It doesn't mean the story of Ram, it's the glory of Ram. But when we look at Ram's life, there is glorious moment in his life or not? Why we call him Madhyadha Purushottam Ram? Now, one which is beyond all limit, the most glorious, supreme Lord Himself. But Ram himself, his life was not that glorious. But yet Valmiki called him Madhyadha Purushottam Ram, because he must have certain quality inside for him to descend, okay, beyond his Bhagavan himself, okay. That is one thing. How many in his time knew what he was Bhagavan? Did they know what he was Bhagavan? No, nobody knew what he was Bhagavan. For the people, he was just a prince, nothing else. But a prince which has certain quality. A prince which have the quality of a leader, to lead. You can't become prince or king just like that. And nowadays we have all kind of people governing everywhere, which doesn't have any sense inside of their head. But how would that be if Ram would be like that? Do you think you will sing the praises of Ram? No, you will not. Because he had a certain quality inside of him that made him rightful. And this quality is not about himself. It's a reminder. Okay, we'll read the Ramayana without understanding anything. Beautiful story. Was a prince. He married Sita, and poor Sita was got kidnapped. Ravana, the bad one, kidnapped Sita and gone, finished. It is a beautiful story. Now in between he met Jatayu, he met Shabari, he met Ahilya. All this was so beautiful stories. No? Kevat. They are so beautiful, these stories. But how does that apply to ourselves, our life itself? Because Ram didn't live his life just like that. Valmiki didn't write Ramayana just, oh, it's a beautiful, I will write 24,000 verses just as a beautiful story for the masses of people later on. You know? For some priest to sit there and just throw something at the people, and the people will sit there and listening. Ah, yes, beautiful stories. No, it's not just like that. If you understand the deepness of Ramayana itself, you will see, but it is your life. Sri Ram have lived a life which portrayed your life actually. From the beginning till the end, it's a journey of your own life. That's why Ramayana is considered one of the most beautiful epics. If we have that deep understanding, I can't make it in, I can't tell you the whole 24,000 verses in just 15 minutes. Because that will take long time to go through it. But in short, Ram portrayed that personality. You know, it's a reminder of when you are engaging into the world, you know, that is for everybody, whether it is young or old. You are in this world, you have come into this world, you have a certain dharma to fulfill. No? And your dharma, first dharma, what you have is to become a human being. Human being means you must have that love inside of you. You must realize that without that love, you can't call yourself a human. You're just working from morning till evening, doing the same thing that every creature is doing. But what differs you from a creature and you as a human? That means you have a certain role to play in this world. No? You have a certain role why you are here. But that clarity must be here. You have to have a clear vision firstly. Ram's story at the beginning is beautiful. One descent, who Dashrath didn't have children, could not have any children. What do you have to do? You have to do the yajna, no? He did the yajna. Agnidev appeared and gave him, some say he gave him a kheer, and some say that he gave him 2 mangoes. And here he has 3 wives. And then they have a sharing mentality. They would not just eat the mango themselves, they share. And you know very well how Ram was born afterwards. You know, the blessing, Ram, Lakshman, Shatrugna, and Bharat was born. And Kaikeyi was very jealous, wanted Bharat to be the king. In short, I'm just pushing the story, accelerating it right now. You are expert in that. You know that the story of Ramayana more than I do actually. So it's fine. Ram was sent to exile, 14 years in the forest. Here Bhagwan The Atma had descent, the Atma had come in this world. Your Atma been born here. You are thrown again in samsara. No? This is the forest of samsara. You are thrown into the world, into Maya. Devi Sita, no? Jiva Atma is married to Maya. So when Jivatma is married to Maya, automatically when you come back to Ayodhya, what happened? Problem have to be there. Ayodhya, the word Ayodhya itself is a place where there is no war. There is complete perfection. Here you are born into this world beautifully. You are pure. Then the mind starts to perceive everything. So the mind perceives everything. What will the mind do? The mind get attached. Naturally, this is the state of the mind. The mind get attached to the world, no? Attachment to the husband, wife, children, house, work. We become a slave to that. So naturally, that Ayodhya will become Yuddha. It will become fighting. You have to fight to earn your living. You have to go. You have been thrown in samsara. You have to battle now to come out of that. But into that battlefield itself, Sita got kidnapped. Before Sita got kidnapped. But why did Sita get kidnapped? Sita saw the beautiful deer. No? Our mind, when it gets captivated with certain ideas of the outside, that ideas may not be from you. It is not your idea. It is borrowed ideas. Ideas which come from somebody else. But the ideas which come from somebody else, if you take it as an inspiration and build up upon your own ideas of things, you will grow. Because you are individual. You are not, everybody can't become millionaire, billionaire. As much as the idea is beautiful, your dharma is different. The dharma of a doctor is different. You can't make the doctor start becoming an accountant. It is different dharma. No? You can be inspired. Inspiration that you drawn, that is one thing. But no, we don't want to be inspired. We want to have it. We are greedy by nature. When we say yes, we want to be inspired, that is not ours, but we want to have it. That greediness, that possessiveness, that ideas which come from others, we want to fulfill that idea. Firstly, it is not your dharma. It is not your idea. You want to fulfill the dharma of somebody else. Bhagavan Krishna said in the Gita, it's better that you do your dharma not proper, not even achieving what you want to, than doing somebody else's dharma properly. Because you will never have that satisfaction inside of you. So Sita, that mind which is completely absorbed, that mind which is completely want to gain something, get trapped by Ravana, no? By the ego. We are so egoistic. We love ourselves. We love our ego. We love our desires. So our ego is so big. Our ego is even bigger than this whole universe. You know how big is the universe? Endless. But our ego is bigger than that. That's why we put ourselves in the center of everything. No? We see us as the center of everything. Everything rotates. I have to be happy. My things. I, mine, me. That is your center point. No? That is your own egoistic nature. But that egoistic nature will draw you towards perdition. That egoistic nature will throw you into misery. But do you see? You can't see. Just like Sita, who could not see who was in front of her. everything is disguised beautifully. No? Ravana came in the form of a sadhu. But Sita is so much engrossed in what happened. Ram, when he ran behind marriage, shot an arrow, marriage, screamed. Lakshman, no? But what did Sita do? See, Lakshman was polishing his arrow, and the bow at that moment. Sita said, "Did you hear?" Sometimes when you have become delusional, you hear things, but it's not even there. So Sita was in the same state. That did you hear? When the mind is so much engrossed in so many things, you can't hear properly. Then you start to imagine. You start to see things which is not even there. So in Valmiki Ramayana, how did Valmiki describe that? Sita asked Lakshman to go. Which word did Sita use? Sita is reduced from that princess of Mithila. She have reduced herself, the mind have reduced herself just like somebody which is standing by the side of the road. That language she spoke. She spoke a language which Lakshman could not hear. What did she say? She said, you are not going because you have different motive on me. That Lakshman who have never looked at the face of Sita, he don't even know how Sita looked like. But what does he know? He knows the feet of Sita. Here, that Sita who he considered as mother, she's saying such fool's word to Lakshmana. How can he hear? He could not hear. So he said, okay, fine. When the mind is captivated with so much things, you can't even think. You see, if somebody have so much rubbish in the mind, as much as you want to reason with that person, can that person be reasoned? It can't be. When the mind is captivated, there is no reasoning at all. So Lakshman went. Meanwhile, Ravana took Sita. Sita was taken to Lanka. In Lanka there, Ravana tried his best to get Sita, but Sita was so much determined. Once you have made your mistake in life, you realize your fault, yeah? You feel guilty. And you want to rectify it. That's what Sita was doing. That, it is my fault, but all this has happened, now I have to rectify it. How shall I rectify that? By having that single-pointed minded devotion, where she was focusing upon Lord Rama. But do we agree about that? That when we make a mistake, it is our mistake? No. It is always a mistake of somebody else. No? Nothing is going on properly in my life, or it is not my fault. It's the fault of my neighbor. Oh, the fault of my brother-in-law, sister-in-law. It's always the in-law. It's never your own, because your own, you think that you think only good about yourself. No. It is you yourself, actually, you're not thinking properly about yourself. How can somebody else think properly about you? So it's always the fault of somebody else. But Sita realized that. Said, no, I want to rectify it. And how can I rectify it? Only by focusing my mind upon the Supreme Lord, Sri Rama. Meanwhile, poor Rama himself, coming back, searching for Sita, could not find Sita. What happened? Let me go and search. So which direction shall I go? I have nowhere to go. But Bhagavan Sri Ram, he's so clever person. Like I said, forget that he's Bhagavan. He was a prince. He had a certain clarity. What was his mind? So now that she had been kidnapped, we have to find where. So he had the clarity inside of him. The clarity is that his determination is to find Sita. No matter what, he's clear about it. This is also a reminder of us actually. When we adventure into life, we adventure into what we want to achieve, we have to be clear. Because if we are not clear in what we want to achieve in life, it is impossible. And this is a quality which Sri Ram had, that clarity itself. When he takes that journey into that exile first thing, when Sita was kidnapped, he was clear that that is my aim. Even if he appeared that he was sitting and crying, very often somebody asked me this, people ask me this question, but why? He's Bhagwan. Why does he sit and cry? We have not seen Krishna crying. Have you ever seen Krishna crying? No. He cried only when Sudama came. When he saw Sudama, he cried. That's why I said, when Krishna came, when I come in the form of Sudama, you came in the form of Krishna. In the bhajan he was saying, So the same, Rama was crying. Every moment of his life he was just crying. But in that he had clarity. He was clear about his goal. His goal is to go to get Sita by any means, wherever it is, however is the journey. My aim is to attain, to go and get Sita. He went. That is clarity. So on the way he met Hanumanji, who came and tested him and brought him to Sugriv. And Sugriv and his companion. Who was his companion? Monkey. No? Our mind is like these monkeys, which is jumping around continuously from one idea to the other. We can't have that clear focus. We are constantly moving. No? Even when we are thinking that we are clear, there is no clarity into it. That's why the one in that, the monkey came to his aid. But the monkey don't think that, you see, when we look at Ramayana in the movie, we see them coming with a big gada, everybody is holding the masses in their hand. Do you think the monkey didn't have better things to do? What they were just, training themselves as an army? No, they were not. They were just proper monkeys. As you see monkeys, they were just like that. But the one has a strategy. He used the resources that he had at that moment. He teaches them how to be a warrior. He teaches them. But that willingness to learn must be there, no? Do you have that willingness to learn from life? No, very often not really. We like to take life for granted, but to learn from it is a big thing. So here the monkey say, train your mind by having knowledge. That will stop the mind of jumping from one thought to the other. If you want to achieve something, clarity must be there. And to achieve to that clarity, knowledge must be there. You have to engage yourself. If you let your mind rest without reading, you will get rusty. Then you will be ruining your own self, So that's why engage your mind constantly. And then we see Sri Ram how was he? Was he just sitting in a corner and giving orders? No. He was there encouraging the monkeys. He was there personally teaching them. He was there with the people, with his monkey. And he embraced everybody, irrespective of them being monkey, bear, squirrel. No, there was no human being mentioned. Ramchaitanya was mentioned, but there was only human being. Real human being was demons, which is in Lanka. The only two human was Lakshman and Sri Ram. So he had, by that, showing the trust that he had in them. You know, when they were building the Setu, Ram Setu, when they were building it, what was happening? Everybody was carrying the stone. What happened? They throw the stone into the sea, it sink. Every stone that they brought, it sink. Do you think if you start to want to achieve something and you see that everything that you do, it is sinking, how would be your attitude toward that? You will feel depressed, no? I'm trying my best, but nothing is happening. How many times have you said that in your life? Constantly you say it. But there Sri Ram remind them that no, I believe in you, but you can achieve that. If you want to build the bridge, we will be able to achieve it. You will be able to achieve that. But how will you be? Trust in me. Have that trust that I am with you. If you have trust that God is with you, that's what the bhajan is talking about, no? That everything in your life will take a certain pace. It will go in the right direction. Effortlessly will go in the right direction. When you remember Bhagwan in everything that you do, you remember Him, chanting His name. That's what Ram said to them. Write my name. Write Ram on that. So Ram remind them of the name. What does that name hold? It holds everything. Ram Nam is not just like that. Ram Nam is the fusion of Lord Shiva's name and Srimad Narayana's name. It is a reminder of what we hold dear inside ourselves. It is a reminder of the Atma itself. The journey of life itself, that is Rama. Ramchaitanya, that's what I said at the beginning. You know, it is a journey from the beginning till the end. It is about your life. But to that, Bhagavan said, I have faith in you. Have faith in me. But I am with you. If you have that faith, you don't need to worry about anything. I'll take care of everything. You just need to trust that I am with you. And that is the journey of life. You know, we go into life without any trust. We have doubt every moment in our life. Without doubt in whatever we do. Then how would you really achieve the goal of life itself? How would you achieve your own dharma, what you have come here for? And that is Ramchaitamanas, you know, that is when your mind is fully absorbed with clarity, with determination, with clear focus, what you want to achieve in your life itself. That is Ramayana, the glory of Lord Rama. The glory of Lord Rama is the glory of your life itself, where you achieve the most important thing of life. That is why you have come here, to achieve the goal of life itself. Jai Guru. Rupa Pahata Lochani, Rupa Pahata Lochani, Sukha Zale Bo Sahajani, Sukha सुख सारे हो साजनी रूप पाहता लोचनी रूप पाहता लोचनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सुख गाले वो साजनी तो हर चला भरवा तो हर चला माधव भरवा तो माधव भरवा तो माधव भरवा रूप पाहता लोचनी रूप पाहता लोचनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सुख गाले वो साजनी बहुता सुप्रकाशे जोड़ी बहुता सुप्रकाशे जोड़ी मानुने बेटर आवरी मानुने बेटर आवरी मानुने बेटर आवरी रूप पाहता लोचनी रूप पाहता लोचनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सर्व सुखांते आधरू सर्व सुखांते आधरू बाबा रघुमाई देवी भरो बाबा रघुमाई देवी भरो बाबा रघुमाई देवी भरो रूप पाहता लोचनी रूप पाहता लोचनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सुख गाले वो साजनी रूप पाहता लोचनी रूप पाहता लोचनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सुख गाले वो साजनी सुख गाले वो साजनी विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल अच्छी लाखों गई विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल Vithala Vithala Jai Hari Vithala. Vithala Vithala Jai Hari Vithala. Vithala 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 Jai Hari Vithala. Vithala 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 Jai Hari Vithala. Vithala 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 Jai Hari Vithala. Vithala Vithala Jai Hari Vithala. Vithala 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 Jai Hari Vithala. Nath Maharaj ki, Rukmini Maharani ki, Samasta Bhakta Mandali ki.